When Tidewater Telecom built Lincoln County's first fiber-to-the-home network in 2011, we knew we were starting a project that would take years to see through. 9 years later, we are proud to have connected more than 2,000 Lincoln County homes to our blazing fast open fiber network. But that hasn't dimmed our vision to connect all of Lincoln County. Learn more about the power of fiber optic internet at tidewater.net.
LCTV is your nonprofit community media station. Please donate at lctv.org to keep us strong. Thank you.
One, two, three, four! Well, I've been rolling in since the clock came Monday morning. From the end of the week, I'm bound to blow. Breeze walking to the honky-tonk like a pack of wolves now. Order up around the shops and it's away we go.
Hello, everybody. Another week of gone by, accumulating news from Lincoln County to be presented by Wuzzup. I want to thank Haley Bizon for coming in on short notice.
Such short notice.
Such short notice. She walked in here with a paper that hadn't been touched and laid it down on the table. And I said, any chance you haven't read that paper?
Dave called me an hour ago when my cortisol levels were through the roof trying to get my kids out the door. I had like peanut butter in my hair. He's like, you want to come in and film? I'm like, sure. For you,
So
Dave.
anyway, Haley's life is about to change. She's going to be leaving school at the end of this year, and her husband just changed jobs. He was with the Nature Center for 8 years.
Yep.
And he's going to work for Outward Bound.
That's right.
So, anyway.
Kids are going to move to Great Salt Bay in the fall. We're really excited to make some big changes this year.
Right, so onward and upward. So as long as the Egypt Road gets paved, that's important.
Front page here.
But front page Egypt Road work in Damariscotta. Hager Incorporated, of course they were hired to do the Egypt Road, but according to Daryl Hager, they had to make some changes. So in order to make these changes, they had to make a special selectmen's meeting, and they did that, and the changes were approved, and so things go on. He says it's not going to change the timeline or the price or anything like that, but I think my favorite headline, and it's a tongue twister.
It's a tongue twister. It's so catchy.
We got a new barbershop opening up in Waldoboro.
Yep.
Right where another hairdresser used to be, which was Best Little Hair House, was right in Waldoboro.
Also catchy.
Yeah,
Also
and so
really catchy.
this building is just generating beautiful names because the name of this particular barber is Dark Harbor Barber.
He had to try so hard to lose his accent for that.
Yeah, Dark Harbor Barber.
Dark Harbor Barber.
Yeah. Now, anyway, we don't know if they have any connection to Dark Harbor except the fact that it rhymes with Barber.
I'm going in to get my son's mullet chopped off as soon as possible.
Well, this is the place.
Yeah.
If they should have a special on mullet remediation right in the window.
Opening day.
Yeah, so anyway, the Roger Groton and business partner DJ Jones, and so they've been, this one guy, I can't really look it up, but he was a cop. And so anyway, he used to get his hair cut at the other location they had in Rockland, I believe.
Yeah.
And so anyway, no, the other location, they're going to open one in Rockland. They had another location in another town, but this guy used to get his hair cut, and finally he became his own barber.
You could get a fade, they can kind of
what is that, Haley? Could you fill us in on
Well,
that?
what we'd do is we'd leave a little on the top and then maybe get some lightning bolts here in the side, kind of buzzed in, down. I think it'd be pretty hip for you.
Well, actually, if you get your son's mullet shaved off, maybe he'd go for a fade. So
welcome to town.
Yeah, no, great. It's great.
Yeah.
So anyway, the other great thing is my friend Kelly Peters, who's she actually works in our new real estate company, Riley Real Estate, and so anyway, she must have started at like 11 years old. She's had a 27-year teaching career.
Wow.
And she's going to be calling it a day here at the end of the school year, and she's going into real estate full time, and we're looking forward to having her around a lot more. And her husband Eric owns Nuremberger Oyster. See the hat? See, Kelly, I wore the hat for you.
Oh yeah, look at that little plug.
Anyway, so Eric's actually the harbor master in Damascotta.
Yeah.
So they're busy people.
They are. They got a lot going on.
Very busy people. So I was telling Haley that this play that Heartwood is offering is 100 minutes, right, Haley?
That's right.
100 minutes, 2 actors, an actress, and it's Nanette Frazier and Joey Lugosh are the only 2 actors in the play. Talk about a project.
I thought that sitting here with you for 27 minutes was hard, but 100?
Can you imagine being 100 minutes trying to act romantic for 100 minutes? That's a project in itself. But anyway, I'm going May 5th. But anyway, you just call and make a reservation. It's Poe Theater is such a it's just such an intimate place. It's like 75 people, and
I've never been in there before.
Oh yeah, you're right on top of the stage, and these folks are good. They're very good at what they do. Now the other thing is, we talked last week. So there's a healthcare facility, a collection of docks on Water Street in Wiscasset. Okay, I think it's Lincoln Health, or not Lincoln Health, but it's like Midcoast Healthcare, something like that.
Right.
But anyway, it says so. Wiscasset Family Health. So they wanted to put in a pharmacy for their patients.
Right.
And so, anyway, so they went to the planning board in Wiscasset, and the guy on the planning board said, well, if you're going to open a pharmacy, why don't you just have it open to the public?
Right.
As far as I can see, the Wiscasset Planning Board now approved it as a private pharmacy. So I just don't know.
Only their patients will be able to access.
Correct. I mean, why would you not just open another door and have a pharmacy in Wiscasset? I don't know. They don't have a pharmacy, do they? I don't think there's a pharmacy in Wiscasset.
I don't think they do, and there's a long enough line at the Hannaford pharmacy that, opening up some other options might be a good thing for folks.
Well, but, what could happen is by the time you got your lobster roll at Red's, you'd have such a headache from standing in the sun that you could walk over to the pharmacy. These planning boards, they just don't think
You need to be involved in more planning.
They just don't think
They need to consult with you first, Mr. Mayor.
So anyway, Excedrin PM, because if you start in the morning, it's nighttime by the time you get the lobster roll. But I did hear that Red's lowered the price of their lobster roll.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so in this day and age, they're trendsetters, because no one else is lowering anything.
All kinds of people lining up and taking selfies in front of Reds already.
Yeah, right. So the other thing is, how about this? Our buddy Kevin Felt is there. 11 years. He coached the Lincoln Academy girls basketball team, and he's actually coached for 20 years.
Right.
But he coached the girls team for 11 years, and he's stepping down. But the cool thing that I got out of this was the highlight of his career was coaching his daughter.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool. The other thing, we're still on the front page, Haley.
I know, we got a lot to get to.
So anyway,
there's solutions for zucchini that I'm dying to talk about on 7B. So let's make sure there's time for that.
So we'll go right over to there coming up. So anyway, the code enforcement officer, he could be on the hot seat down there because the people in Bremen, they want to see the results of inspections or site visits or stuff like that. They want to see that public in the town office. Right now, some of it's public, but not everything is public. So anyway, they got a new code enforcement officer in Bremen, And of all of our voters, they got a $6.86 million budget. They're up quite a bit, 13.5%.
Yeah.
But they got a lot of stuff going on there. They want to build. They got the A.D. Gray project. They want to build a community center. They sold that Friendship School.
Right.
So they got a lot of stuff going on there. So anyway, we can now turn the page.
All right.
Did we talk about Doc Harbor Baba?
That we did.
Okay.
It's so fun to say.
Yeah. Doc Harbor Baba.
Doc Harbor Baba, here we come.
So they actually put me in 2 pictures. I didn't call for this.
Bobby Whear. This
counteracts
what's in the police report for the week.
So anyway, did they put? They wouldn't put the police report next to my pictures because then it would be an overload. But anyway, so I got the First National Bank gave a gorgeous, beautiful donation to the Fish Ladder concert, which is coming up the end of May, as did Randall Manning from Tidewater, and we're very, very appreciative. And folks, if you haven't got your tickets to the Adam Ezra concert, you might want to jump on that. LincolnTheater.net.
And what's the date for that concert?
May 28th.
May 28th.
It's at Lincoln Theater, so we don't have to worry about rain. So that's good.
Be there.
Yep. So I was talking to somebody who came into the grill last week, and at the Miles Thrift Shop, they had a sale, and they were selling prom dresses and tuxedos like you read about down there. Mm-hmm. And so anyway, she was through the roof when she got to the bar. She was been selling prom dresses and that must be, those dresses, as we know. No normal 17-year-old girl is going to have the money to go into Lord & Taylor and buy a prom dress.
Well, they're way overpriced. You wear them one time, so I love this repurposing.
Yeah, so I love seeing that. And she, like I said, Patty Kempton was the lady that came in, and she was through the roof because she had made so many people happy. Walter Gallant's walkathon, 17th year. Walter was a Lions Club guy. He was a great steward for the town, and the tradition goes on. 17 years, good for them. So anyway, what do we got here? We got scholarships. If you think you want to get into the preservation racket, like restoring old buildings and things like that, the Maine Community Foundation, William Murtaugh Scholarship, is offering scholarships for just that purpose. And so I didn't know Wisconsin Speedway, they're getting into the concert business. They've got a whole list of, besides driving these cars around every Saturday, now they're going to have concerts every week.
I'm hoping to get there for some monster trucks. I'm excited for concerts, but I've got a little boy who is begging to see the log roller and the lobster Mack truck. Like, I really need.
Well, if you want to see the lobster truck, the name of the lobster truck is the Crush Station.
The Crush Station.
And so anyway, it's Greg Winchenbach. He's the guy who built the Crush Station. Actually, Greg Winchenbach put an engine in my +67 Chevy truck. But anyway, so when I went up there, he was building this thing, and you couldn't even foresee what he was building. Mm-hmm. But then when I saw it, we did a What's Up show up there. We went underneath the truck, we crawled up inside,
and
it's
fun.
Unbelievable.
I'm going to call you, Greg, to host a 9th birthday party. I'm going to bring 30 young boys over to you.
There you go.
Unannounced.
But anyway, to get back to the Wisconsin Speedway, they're going to have an inaugural summer concert series. This is going to be their first try at the concert business. Ken Minot, my buddy Ken Minot, he's the Wisconsin Speedway track announcer. You talk about a thrill. I brought my grandson up into the thing one time, and he sat next to Ken Minot as he did the announcing.
Wow.
Yeah, so anyway. So we'll see how that goes. We got one we got two incumbents for Damariscotta Selectmen coming, Darrell Frazier and Lou Abertoni. They're both seeking re-election. But my friend Dan Hunter he's put in papers. He's going to run. He's a newcomer to Damariscotta. He's actually a banker.
Okay.
He was a banker. He bought a house in town right on Church Street. And so he's his big thing, and there's a lot of people that'll be in his ballpark, is affordable housing. He is a big proponent for affordable housing, as we know. That could be his selling feature. That could be his platform.
It's a real issue.
Could get him in there. So anyway, you know Wendy Pay? Well, Wendy is a big politician. She's been in politics around here forever. She's I think she's been a selectman for 20 years or something. But anyway, she was a state representative, and then she's out, and now she's running back for state representative to fill our friend Collimore's seat. And so anyway, I was reading this. Article about Marita Lord. Marita Lord, she moved to the Sproul Block, which we all know is right in the middle of Waldeboro. Mm-hmm. And it's gone through a few transitions over the years. And it's got all kinds of different stories about the Sproul Block. But she's like the longest tenant in the Sproul Block.
Since 2006.
So she's the go-to. So she's been living in the Sproul Block for 17 years, and she's the go-to person at the Sproul Block. You need to know anything about the Sproul Block, you go to Marita. So anyway, Rebecca Cooney writes a great article every week.
I don't think anybody expects perfection over here. We're all human. We're all imperfect. We all have flaws. Every human on the planet, even the greatest on earth, Bobby, had flaws.
Right.
That's a pretty cool quote.
Yeah. So talk about being perfect. Gerald Acorn, he's a landscaper. He's got his son. His son works with him, and he's going to be doing all the town-owned lands in Nobleboro. And so actually he's doing work up in Jefferson as well. He's going to be doing some work for them. But anyway, let's see. And then we got the, broadband. How much money is going into broadband. So anyways, Tidewater Telecom has been awarded the broadband account for South Bristol. $2.5 million. So, got South Bristol, Newcastle. What else you got? Union, all getting broadband. I don't know. I wonder. I guess Tidewater's doing all of it.
It seems to be.
Yeah.
You got it yet?
Oh yeah.
Bobby in the digital age.
I don't know how to run a computer, but I know my guests enjoy it. Yep. So, anyway, there was a. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about. This is puzzling to me. Patty Whitten is the chair of the Damariscotta Historical Society Cemetery Committee.
Oh right.
She's the chair. Patty knows everything about cemeteries in Damariscotta. So anyway. She's puzzled. Now, if she's puzzled about this cemetery, everybody's puzzled. So the fact of the matter is, there's a cemetery in Damariscotta called the Smith Farm Cemetery, and she according to this, there's like 7 or 8 graves in there, and as far as she can see, everybody in the cemetery is named Perkins. So she's really stumped. Right. She doesn't know why it's called Smith Farm Cemetery. So she's beside herself. Right. She's put the word out, she's put the word out. If anybody has any clues why the heck this cemetery is called Smith Farm Cemetery, to please get in touch with her.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd try to help her out with that because I feel for her. So
maybe some kind of psychic medium could.
Yeah.
Be tapped into to solve some mysteries of the past.
Right. There was a.
You ever been to a palm reader before?
No. No. What's that?
I think it'd be something very fun to do with the Wuzzup show. Take you and Larry to go to a psychic.
Well, Larry's palm right now doesn't look too good because he just had it cut up. So
Larry called in sick today, but word on the street is that he was at Eider's pub until a little bit past his bedtime last night.
You can't get away with these
I'd be calling in sick
bad behaviors and get away with it. You're not going to get away with it. So anyway, there was another. Well, Maya in the editorial this week, she's writing. They're really trying to clamp down on nasty letters and response letters. If somebody writes a letter, they're promoting response letters, but they're not promoting criticism, cynicism, and what's another ism. But anyway, so that was
Darkaba barbarism.
Yeah, Darkaba. Another cool thing going on is the veggies to table there. Mrs. Berman, so Erica Berman, she's got veggies to table that produces enough food to feed all of Lincoln County, right there off Academy Hill Road. And so anyway, she's got quite a staff going up there. She's got a gal by the name of Chris DeBruscia, and she's going to be the farm manager. And she's done farms in Colombia, Australia, Vermont, Florida, and so anyway, she has Erica also has a development assistant, Tally Piper. So that's good. Not only do they grow vegetables, they grow enormous amounts of flowers.
Yes.
And they deliver them to people.
I will have my husband get in touch with them.
Yeah.
For special anniversaries coming up. Healthy Kids at the CLC YMCA is happening this Saturday, the 12th or 29th, from 9 a.m. to noon, and should be
a lot of people showing up.
Yeah, should be a good,
a lot of promotion going on.
Kid-friendly event.
Have a little booth there, maybe.
Yeah. Come get your stickers and play a little bit.
How big are your stickers?
3 by 3, but for you, Bobby, I could get you a custom one for the side of your whip out front if you want.
Right, but I'm running out of room. My BMW's got quite a collection of stickers on the rear passenger's window, and I'm about to scrape out the worn out ones. Yeah. And put in new ones. So I might have a few candidates going in there. We got a sad news. Bobby Page, who entertained people in Lincoln County for years and years and years, grew up here, went to Lincoln Academy, just a lifelong musician, played all over the world, played for all kinds of people. I mean, he played for Chuck Berry.
Wow.
So he passed away down in Atlanta, Georgia, where he lived. But he always made a trip up to Damariscotta every summer, no matter where he was playing in the world. And another gentleman we lost was Alan Baldwin. Alan had the frame shop, Artsake Framing, in the back for years and years. Alan probably superglued more broken tchotchkes for me than ever you could imagine, right? And every time I brought one in, he'd look at me and goes, "Oh my God." He thought my wife was the most destructive person in the world, but it was actually the guests were breaking them all. So Carpenter's Boat Shop, there's not a dull moment with these folks. They're out cleaning for the Elmer Tar, right? The Elmer Tar cleanup, Earth Day cleanup. And we mentioned this last week. There's all kinds of call for docents. Lincoln County Historical Society has a Docent College. It's a program that teaches you how to, it teaches you how to be congenial as far as talking about the older buildings in town, like the Chapman Hall House and the Poundborough Courthouse. But they also, another docent course is being held for the Pemmican Point Lighthouse, which is, my friend Jimmy is a docent down there. He loves it. He loves going down there. People come to him from all over the world. He gets to chat with them. Well,
Hey, triathlon's coming up this summer.
Right.
It's going to be a really good time. Now, you don't have to do all three. You can be one. You can swim, you can bike, or you can run. Have you thought about which one you want to do?
I'll probably bike. You know, the stationary bike. You know, probably get 10, 12 minutes out of that. But it's a lot of tennis. A lot of tennis going on. I don't know. I haven't gotten any predictions on the Lincoln tennis this year. But we got London Hunter, and we got Sarah Coxis. Sarah Coxis is first singles with Lincoln this year, and they beat Madomic first match. They raced through the woods. Now that's right up your alley.
Yes.
Haley.
I love racing through the woods.
Racing through the woods.
Where is that? Oh, registration. There we go.
Registration.
Midcoast Conservancy.
Yeah. I used to train for that when I was younger, but there was usually some cops chasing me. So anyway, that's
Sheepskin Brewing will be there. You can grab a cold brew when you get done.
This isn't the inaugural race by any means. It's been going 12 years.
Right.
So I remember when Hidden Valley started and they had that. That was one of the first things they had. Yeah. So anyway, Damascotta Selectmen, they're still talking about crosswalks and Oyster Farm moratorium. They got to make some adjustments, they're saying. And anyway, we had a water main break on Bristol Road. That's no fun.
Yikes.
Anyway, yeah, people don't realize the water pipes in this town aren't exactly.
Yeah.
They're not exactly new.
Freeze thaw.
Anyway, you know something? We're all done.
I didn't even get to plug Paddle for a Purpose.
Paddle for a Purpose. Go, quick.
June 3rd, Saturday, June 3rd, is going to be a really good time on the Damascotta River from the town landing to Glidden Point Oyster Farms. Primo Cabano is going to be playing. There's going to be auctions and raffles and pizza by the River House. It's going to be a really, really good time.
I'm all over that one.
You can paddle.
Yeah.
In costume. There will be awards
Right.
for best costume
Right.
and slowest
I'll
paddler.
change my hat. Thanks for sitting in.
You're
See everybody next week.
When Tidewater Telecom built Lincoln County's first fiber-to-the-home network in 2011, we knew we were starting a project that would take years to see through. 9 years later, we are proud to have connected more than 2,000 Lincoln County homes to our blazing fast open fiber network. But that hasn't dimmed our vision to connect all of Lincoln County. Learn more about the power of fiber optic internet at tidewater.net.
LCTV is your nonprofit community media station. Please donate at lctv.org to keep us strong. Thank you.